Hi, it's the folks from Community Quick Cash, here again with another our series of videos on payday loans. In our last segment, we said that payday loans were often the best option for people needing money, and the least expensive, most efficient means to get it. Now, payday loan critics would have you believe that payday loans are the most expensive thing out there, and they end up putting people in a cycle of debt that makes it hard to repay. Well, that's all due to a 400% APR that they just don't understand. Let's put both items to the test. One, that payday loans are the least expensive, or that payday loans put people in a cycle of debt. Let's look at a typical household budget. Now, the amount really doesn't matter. What matters is that by the next payday, the budget is usually spoken for. But when the family needs money, they still need it. Now, some would say they should go to the bank. But banks don't do money now. Banks are big and slow, and they're really not interested in giving the dollar amounts that these families are looking for. Others would say they should just not spend the money, to stick to the budget, do without until the next payday. Well, that's great for fun and recreational things, but car repairs have to be made so they can go to work, and utility bills have to be paid to keep the lights on. So usually, that leaves the family with just two other options. One, write the check or use the debit card, even though the money's not there, and pay the bank fees later, or check into a payday loan. Now, both options certainly have a cost, but the question is, which costs least to keep you out of that cycle of debt? Everyone would have to agree that the smaller option would be the one that you'd be most likely to pay back, right? Okay, so if you only have this left after you pay all of your bills out of the budget, what makes more sense? There's option A, which consumes a piece of that that's left, or option B, which consumes a considerable chunk more. Obviously, the right one would be the smaller one, right? Option A, or which is that? Well, that's the payday loan, $17, and that's even at 450% APR, versus typical bank charges, which are up to $39. That's up to 1,400% APR, as found in a study by the FDIC that you can see online at one.usa.gov/1L4NGNY. So don't let APRs and payday loans scare you. Get the cash you need when you need it in the most efficient means possible. Another example of how payday loans are the least expensive would be that I would borrow $100 from you, and tomorrow I'd give you that $100 back with an extra $1 as a token of my gratitude for your kindness. An extra $1? Really? Some friend I'd be, right? But you know, that dollar represents 365% APR. So think about it. Be smart, and don't let false arguments about APR scare you. Contact us if we can ever help you at Community Quick Cash, and God bless. Bye-bye.